name is Heather and I'll be with you for the next 2 hours of fabulousness. Now today we are focusing in on the boys, the lads, the gents, or whatever else you want to call yourself. In fact, if you have a preferred name for yourselves, either individually or en masse, then send me a message in the comments. Tell me what you'd like to be referred to as. Otherwise, I'll be making them up as I go along, pretty much like the rest of the live stream. Well, most of the live stream is going to be all about the jewellery, but we're going to have some anecdotes and some fun along the way. You can, of course, comment, ask me questions, tell me you want to see things again in the comments at any time. If you are shopping with us, because we are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and on the ShopRC website all at the same time. If you want to shop with us on Facebook or Instagram, you're going to comment sold and the item number, and we're going to go 101, 102, 103. So you do like sold 101, whatever it is, and we will send you a link. We'll DM you a link to buy the item. You're not under any obligation at that point. You can have a poke around, see if your size is available. It's very, very easy to do. If you're in TikTok, you want to follow the link in the bio or have a look at the more detailed description in the bio on TikTok. And if you're on the ShopRC website, it should be really easy. You should be able to see the item that we're talking about on your screen. If you get stuck, you've got a couple of options. You can either go to shoprc.com or the app and type in a description of the item that we're talking about into the search bar and it will come up. Or you can call our dedicated personal shopper team that we have here on the live stream. And the number for them is 888-835-2237. The lovely Jennifer, I think, will be making that appear in your comments anytime soon.
It's actually right behind you.
There we go. So you will be able to call the personal shoppers if you need anything. Now, all the prices in the show today have been specially negotiated for you. So everything that I tell you today, price-wise, is valid for 24 hours.
48.
48
Wait,
hours.
you extended it out now.
Oh, okay.
48 hours.
Well, that's news. News just in. 48 hours from now, and it's 10 a.m. on Tuesday morning. I have to think about it then. It's always, you know, when you go into the pavilions at Disney, especially the Mexico pavilion, it's always dusk, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
When you go in there, it's always dusk.
Oh yeah. So when you're out bright and then you have to walk in and your glasses don't change transition fast enough.
That's it.
You what I did last time is I had to stand around in that little lobby
And just let your
and wait it out.
Wait for
Because once you get
transitions.
into the actual pavilion area, it's completely dark.
Yeah. Suddenly
So-
it's nighttime, and the same thing happens when you leave as well. You come out and blinking into the daylight. You're like, oh yeah, it's 11 a.m. on a Wednesday.
Luckily, the transition in for sun is faster
Oh,
than
is
it
it?
is to go back indoors.
Oh, okay, so there we go. And it's the same here in LC Towers. As soon as I step into one of the studios, there's no windows, and it could be midnight, it could be 2 a.m., it could be 3 in the afternoon. I often don't know, and by the time I've been doing this for a couple of days in a row, I completely lose track of what day and what time it is. But anyway, it's definitely 10:05 Central Time here in Austin, Texas, and we're going to be with you for the next 2 hours. Those prices valid for 48 hours, which is going to take us into Thursday. Okay, but there is a little extra bonus here as well, because we've got a discount code today. Everything in the show should have 25% off. You're going to use the code LIVE25 to activate that. And the other thing you need to know is that when you spend $50, you get free shipping when you order through the website or the app, or even through our personal shopper line. So that's great news as well. I think everything in our show is over 50, if I'm correct.
I believe
But if you
so.
do find yourself in a position, either today or during another live stream, where you're not quite at the number, have a look around the website and look for, we do have some really good deals in things that are $10 and under. If you just need to nudge your pricing up, I recommend, we've got a pair of Tamsy pants from our under 10 range, which are really, really nice. I love those. We also do the silicone ear nuts. Those are perfect for just adding onto your order to knock you into free shipping. Oh, what else do I need to tell them? There was something else I needed to mention.
I know. I forgot to load it up, but we're loading it up right now.
Okay. What are we loading?
There we go.
Oh, here we go. Yes, the Drive Yours Dream Summer Sweepstakes is on right now. You can enter every day on the website. It's very, very easy to do. You just go to shoprc.com. It's normally up in a little banner at the top of the screen, and you can win a car. We have a Nissan Leaf up for grabs. And if you watch the TV show, between shows, we show the little trailer for the Drive Your Dream Sweepstakes. The winners you see in that video are actual winners who have actually come to this office to claim their car. I've never been there for a pickup before, but that must be so crazy.
Oh, I bet.
Some
and then they get, there's one lucky winner every day for $100 gift card.
$100 gift card goes a long way here at Shop LC.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. That is, you can enter daily all the way through to the 5th of September, and then after that, we will be announcing our winner. I'm not sure what the exact date is, but somebody else will come to the office and they'll visit us here at LC Towers and pick up their brand new car. How cool is that?
Yeah, so daily winners through September 5th. September 5th is the last day.
Okay. Did I bring my cup of tea in here?
Behind you?
Yeah, here it is.
Okay.
Okay, well spotted. I was like, I'm sure I made tea.
The other one was Becky's from yesterday.
Oh, no, Becky's from yesterday. There's random cups of tea kicking around in here.
I just forgot to throw it out. So, alright.
So I have my trusty Earl Grey, so all is good with the world.
There we go.
Alright, although I would like to have tea at Sean Wilsey's house one day. He makes tea with proper loose leaf tea.
Ooh, that's good.
I mean, we're British and we have tea bags in a teapot. And, milk jug and do all that kind of malarkey. But he takes it one step further and uses loose tea leaves. He's more British than I am, apparently. So, yeah.
See,
looking forward to that invitation.
There's a place at the Domain, I don't know if it's still there, called a Steeping Pot. And that's how they did their tea.
Oh!
Was with loose.
I've not seen it. I will check if it's still there.
I don't know if they are there or not anymore, but it was really, they had a good breakfast blend. So.
Well, Shop LC Earl Grey's in that bad either. So,
yeah.
All good there. All right, let's kick off with your first item in the show today. We are going to be all about the dudes, the guys, and the men of Shop LC. This is everything men. So have a think, ladies, if you're watching. Some of this could be something that you wear too, but have a think about whether you've got birthdays, anniversaries, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, any events coming up that you're going to need the perfect gift for him, because we're going to have you covered today. We're going to kick off with our most unisex item of the show today, which is our 10 karat gold Cuban chain here. Oh, this is nice. Okay, the gauge here is going to be a 6.7 millimeter. Gosh, that's colossal. Let's bring that in here, and I'll bring it a little closer for you, give you an idea of the gauge. This is a nice piece. Okay, so the length here is going to be, where are we? 24 inches, so perfect for the guys. 29.5 grams of gold here. So you're going to have your double arm safety closure, and then we are going to squeeze right here to open this up. There we go. So it opens like that. Of course, at 24 inches, a lot of you ladies could just pop this over your head and not actually have to open it at all, which to me is just an added bonus. I do like the look of one of our heavier Cuban chains on the ladies, and at 24 inches this is going to fit most of you guys as well. So I'm trying to lay it flat without like messing up my microphone. You're probably getting static every time I touch it. There we go. Yeah, great look for the ladies, always a very unisex look, but on the guys as well. Who have I seen wearing this one? So Matt Wegson wears a 24 inch and that looks really big on him, and he's like big and tall. So I don't think there's any man who's too burly for a 24 inch. It's going to fit most people. It's going to work for most people. So do we have a comparison on this one?
No, I did not do comparisons.
Okay, so we're in 10 karat gold, which is our most durable. So the 10 karat has more of the alloy, which makes it a more affordable price point, but it also makes it a stronger gold, because if you think about it, pure gold, you can literally dent it, it's so malleable. So when you get down to 10 karat gold, it becomes our firmest, hardest and most durable gold, which is great news for guys who, just want to wear it everywhere and not worry about babying it or being really, really careful with it, especially when it's this chunky. It's, at this weight, it's very unlikely to break. You've got that nice secure closure on there. The guys are not going to have to worry about this one. They're going to be able to wear it comfortably and add a little bit of polish to every single outfit without having to worry about it or baby it or be like, oh, my chain, my chain. You can go swimming in this. Although don't do what I saw one family do. I was, you know, Kalahari, the water park that's not far from here, Jennifer?
Huh?
Have you been to Kalahari, the water park?
I've passed by it. I've been to the bowling alley.
Okay, yeah, that's downstairs, yeah. So
But that's not it.
the water park's got some of the fastest and highest water slides I've ever seen. Everything from that one that you stand in, they kind of flush you down a vertical pipe.
Those frighten me.
Yeah, no way. I like the family ones where 4 of you ride on a raft. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is, how fast can you go when there's 4 of you? Like,
I'm a lazy river type girl.
well, yeah, they have a lazy river too there, which is rather nice. But I was queuing up for one of the slides, and there was a kid, and he must have been about like 9, 11, like that kind of age. He was shorter than me, so I'm 5'4", so he must have been like 5 dead, something like that. Clearly, like right on the cusp of a growth spurt, that kind of age, and like not much to him. And he was wearing a 24-inch chain about to go down a water slide. I was like, dude, that's coming straight off over your head. Like,
yeah.
I wanted to be like, no, stop, give that to your dad, like, please don't do it. But then I had to remember that it's none of my business.
Even though I do like, there's the Schlitterbahn.
Yes.
The Black Knight, if you've ever ridden that one. It's a 2-person ride, but you can ride as a single rider if you need to. I was there one time. I was like one of the very first people to go down the slide for that particular day. So the water had not gotten everywhere in the slide.
Oh.
So I'm going down the foot because it's a double tube that they still make you ride on even if it's a single rider.
Right.
Well, the edge of the tube got caught.
Oh no.
Flipped me around.
Oh no.
I ended up having to go down backwards.
Oh, I hate that. Oh my goodness.
The funny thing is, I actually had more fun going backwards. Because I
Okay.
couldn't see where I was going.
Right, so you don't worry about it.
So don't worry about it. I have more fun.
Okay. Well, there you go, guys. That's Jennifer's hack. Ride the slide backwards.
Exactly.
Okay, let's
If they allow it. If they allow it.
Let's get to your price point here on the Cuban. $4,129.99 is your price, but of course you're going to get that 25% discount. So we're going to take off 25%, which is going to take us all the way down to $3,097.50. Fantastic news. The good news as well is that we have it on budget pay. So if I divide that by 5, because you've got the maximum, oh, that said 55. Let me start my math again.
Actually, I did the math already.
Oh, you did?
It brings the budget pay down to $619.50.
$619.50 from an $826, so that you really see the discount when you put it on budget pay. Budget pay, if you haven't used it before, is so easy. It's not a credit card. There's no credit check. There's no interest. You pay your first payment, shipping and taxes, and we send you the item. That is just crazy to me because we're just trusting you to send in the rest of the money. Basically, at the end of the day, I mean, obviously you're in trouble if you don't pay it, but you know, we trust you that you're going to do it, and you set it up on your credit card, and it just does it automatically in the background. You don't have to keep phoning up, you know, sorting it out, or nope. First payment, shipping, taxes, get it all squared away, and you're done. So think about that for Christmas right now, because if you do a budget pay in August, September, October, November, December, you're paid off in full by Christmas. So no January bills when you shop with us in August for Christmas. There is a reason why we call it Christmas in August, because it's buy now or 5 budget pays and be paid off by the big day itself. That is the way to do it. That's the smart way to shop. Do we have, oh, we have one review on this one. Should we take a look at our review?
Sure.
Let's see what you said. Okay, so the review, it's kind of the pros and cons here. They got the wrong item, but they sent it back, they're getting a new one. And that does remind me that we do have a 30-day money back guarantee on everything you buy with this. So if you get it home and there's a problem with your order, it's the wrong one, wrong size, wrong color, or you just get it home and you're like, wasn't what I had in mind, you can send it back, no questions asked. And I can guarantee you that there's no questions asked, because working here in LC Towers, I get to do my returns in person, which feels like a blessing and a curse, because I have to actually look at the customer service person in the face and be like, yeah, this didn't work for me. And they just go, okay, I'll put the money back on your card. And that's how the conversation goes. It's super easy. Like, nobody minds a return which is good news. So you can buy with confidence, knowing that we are here to deliver joy. And if we don't, we will absolutely correct it. And if you do have any problems, any questions, any concerns, you have got your dedicated personal shopper phone number, which is 888-835-2237. You can call them and those lovely ladies and gents will sort you out. Shall we move to our next item?
Sure.
I'll go in here. Okay, so I shall take off my, what length is this? Oh, it's an 18-inch. I'm going to layer. I'm not going to take one off, I'm going to layer.
There you go.
Okay, so we've gone from 10 carat all the way up to 18. And one of the reasons I want to layer is so that you can see the difference in colour, because this is beautiful. First thing I'll do though is try and show you in depth the Borobudur link here. It is very, very intricate. Now this is something that we often do, I'm just making sure that you can see it here, that we often do in our Bali Legacy range. It's a very intricate and complex chain, which is often done by hand, takes a long time to do. This is going to have a, oh, I was thinking it was a screw closure, it's not, it's a magnetic closure. I've not seen that before on a gold chain. That's super cool.
I know.
So this is a 2.5mm gauge, magnetic lock, 18 inches, 17.4 grams of 18 karat gold. So if you are gonna stack this, you can wear a 20 or a 22 here, and then the 24 goes there. Very nice look. This one is on clearance and it's got low stock. How low is the low stock, please, Jennifer?
There's only 4. So 4 lucky customers.
Okay, 4 of these and that is it. So we're in 18 karat gold here. Your price would have been on clearance, so already at a sale price, would have been 3,459.49. But we have our extra coupon code LIVE25, so I'm going to minus 25%. That's going to get us to 2,594.61. Okay, that's a good deal because you already say it was at 4,000. Then we took it down to 3,459, and now you can get it for 2,594. Or you can put it on budget pay. So I'm going to divide it by 5 because there's 5 budget pays here, which takes it down to 518.92. Very, very good news there. So let me just 3,459.49. I'm going to divide that by 17.4. Okay. Yeah, cost per gram wise, that is a deal. Because we're in 18 karat gold. That's a really good deal. I know some retailers who will charge you that cost per gram for 10 karat and you've got 18 karat gold. I wonder if I could challenge you to find the chart that does the percentages. Do you know what that is? Do you know where the chart is that does the percentages? Like 18 karat is like 75% gold.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is? Well, so there's 24 carats in gold and pure gold is 24. And then the sort of jewelry grade starts at 22 karat. You can get 24, but it's a little bit delicate. So 22 is kind of the standard for jewelry grade. We also do 20 karat gold, and then the next step down is 18 karat gold, which is what we're in here. And at 18 carats out of 24, you're at roughly 75% gold. So you get less and less and less and less alloy as you get purer and purer. This piece is, 75%, 3/4 pure gold with just that little bit of alloy there, which is going to add to your durability without taking away from the rich gold colour. No reviews on this one, that's random.
Yeah.
I wonder if we only ever had 4. Could well be. But we're going to keep it moving because there's plenty more to get to in the show. Where shall we go to next?
We're going to go with that bracelet that you're looking at earlier.
So this bracelet looks a lot like the one I've seen Chuck wearing. I think he wears the white gold one next to his Rolex, and he just like to mention the Rolex quite a lot, I've noticed. But he wears it next to it, it looks very nice. I believe it came from a vendor at the JCK show, because Chuck spent quite a lot of time with that vendor, so I'm assuming he bought his at the show there and then, because he loved it so much. This is going to be an 8-inch, 8.5 inch. Okay, so pretty big on me, comes right down the arm on me, but perfect for the guys. This one, and I'll show you the closure. Nicely finished out end caps with a generously sized obstacle closure. And if I bring it in a little closer, like this, I want you to see that it's yellow gold primarily with white gold inlaid into the laser cut bits there, which gives it a beautiful sparkle. Very nicely done. 8.5 inch size. Hang on, let me just put this back on for a second while I talk about it. And you can wear it styled next to a watch like Chuck does. That's a great look. Guys, you can wear it all by itself. And if you are not a bracelet wearer, guys, you absolutely should be. You are missing a trick. It is, I like the way bracelets on guys will just kind of poke out from the shirt sleeves, and you'll just see that little touch of gold, and it just looks so elegant, so poised. It just adds that finishing touch to an outfit and makes it look like you've really thought about it. Like you've just added that final touch because you know you're worth it. That's the look that I get. So this one is going to be a 4mm gauge. So again, I will get my ruler in shot to show you. About a 4mm gauge here, which is good, a good size. Noticeable, it's not delicate or dainty by any means, but not so big that it's going to be too much for everyday wear. So we're right in the Goldilocks size, 10.5 grams of gold. And your price here, $1,439.99. Let's get our calculator out. 1,439. Then we're going to take away 25% because you have a coupon code today, live25. That takes us down to $1,079.99. Sounds like a deal. I'm going to divide it by 5 to get your budget pays, which takes us down to $215.99. Sounds like a steal to me. I mean, where else can you go and say, I'd like a man's bracelet, but I want it in a custom size. I want an 8.5 inch. And not only that, but I want a really good price. And then I want you to just take 20% of the price from me today and let me just walk out with the item. How many jewelers are going to be like, sure, sounds like a great idea. You'll be back for the next installment, won't you? Yeah, don't worry about it. Doesn't really happen anywhere else. This is where you need to shop with us here at Shop LC. I do have a think. I mean, ladies, you need to be thinking about, does he have a birthday? Do you have an anniversary coming up? Do you have some kind of gifting occasion coming up? What about Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all of those good things? 5 budget pays here. August, September, October, November, December. Buy now and you are paid off by Christmas. That is a smart way to shop because it doesn't make your January even more miserable. Tell you what, Texas is pretty varied in January weather-wise, isn't it? Because sometimes it's 75 degrees and sometimes there's an ice storm.
There's been times that it was 90 degrees on New Year's Day.
Yeah. And I have sat outside at a Tex-Mex restaurant with a margarita and a taco in January, and it's
with shorts and a tank top.
Yeah. And just thinking, my God, it's roasting. And it's like that in
And
Austin.
then a week later, we have an ice storm.
And then a week later it snows. Like January's a crazy time in Texas, and it can go either way. But in England, January is miserable. It is super dark. So we have our winter solstice I think it's in December. So by the time we're into January, we're just coming out of, but mainly in the middle of, the shortest days and nights. So in the UK, it starts getting dark. The sun starts setting during the winter solstice around 3 p.m. Which is crazy. The Alaskans are probably nodding, going, "Yes, we know. We know all about being, high up on the planet and being closer to the North Pole and the sun setting at crazy times." But yeah, in January in England, the sun sets 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I think sunrise isn't too bad. It's like 7:30, something like that, maybe 8. But yeah, it sets early in the afternoon and it gets really miserable. And then if you have like hangover debts from Christmas as well and you can't go out or do anything, it just makes January so miserable. And then some bright spark was like, let's all do dry January. I'm like, oh yeah, why don't we just add to this? Let's just add another layer of fun to this already crazy mix.
Right.
But I'm gonna say dry January is a lot easier in Texas. I do try to do it every year. It's a lot easier when you can like pop out for a walk in the sunshine, which is not possible in England because it kind of clouds over late October and it stays that way until March generally, which is crazy. Not being able to see the sun for months of time. Just mind-blowing.
Just can't do it.
No. Okay, so we will keep this moving. Where shall we go to?
We are...
Start up here. Oh, over here.
Yes.
This bad boy.
Yeah, the dragon.
The dragon. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is a fun one. Let me show you. First of all, just a little quick tour. And if you're watching on the other camera, I'll get to you. Hold on. I want you to notice that this one actually does have 24K etched inside of it, which is cool. So this is going to be electroformed, which means you get a big bold look because of the way we made it. So it's it's made in such a way that it's basically a shell, and everything that was the wax that was used on the inside to mold it is then drained away from through the little hole here, and what you have is the look of a solid piece at a much lower price point. So this one is going to be in 24 karat gold. 24 karat. That is pure gold. So you know when they do a bank heist and they're stealing gold bullion? That's 24 karat gold that they've got right there. That's what you've got right here. This is 100% pure gold, like nothing else in it, just gold.
I put up a picture of the side profile also.
Oh yeah, okay. So it has some detailing on the side there.
Looks like it's oriental lettering. Don't know what
Oh,
it
is that what
says.
it is? Looks like a Keith Haring drawing to me. Have you seen his work?
Not lately.
Oh, yeah, it's very iconic, very angular. And then it has the dragon on the top there, with the mill grade either
We're
side.
in the year of the dragon, right?
I want to say yeah. Maybe Google that.
What?
Didn't we?
I don't think.
Didn't we have a Year of the Dragon graphic?
I think so.
Probably.
Long time ago. There's my Google. Let's see.
We're checking on that. I think it's Year of the Dragon. Okay, so unusually your sizing here, we have this in a size 12. And we have
it is Year of the Dragon.
Year of the Dragon. There we go.
So there you
Perfect.
go.
For the Year of the Dragon.
It is Year of the Dragon.
We have it in a size 12 and we have it at 12 3/4 as well. That's a very unusual size.
I know.
Okay. So if you know that maybe you used to wear a size 12 and you need a bit more room these days, or maybe you wore a size 13, you know, you lost a bit of weight recently, then definitely get that 12 3/4. Or if you're really stuck, get them both and you can return whichever one doesn't fit, or maybe gift out the other one. So, your price point on that one,
Oh, here, let me go back to it. There you go.
we have 5.8 grams of 24 karat gold. Your price point is $1,779.99. I'll do the maths for you. 1,779 minus your 25% because you've got your coupon code running today. Takes it down to $1,334.99. And then we are going to divide it by 5 because we have 5 budget pays. That's going to take us to $266.99. That's not bad considering it was originally $356 on budget pay. And how many have we got of these?
One of each.
One in a 12, one in a 12 and
This
3/4.
last in stock.
And that is it. And I'm pretty sure this is one of our ranges that is a one and done. There will be no more after this. So if you've seen it and you love it, go ahead and get your order in. Your shipping will be free because we're at $50 here. It's iconic. It is perfect for this year, the Year of the Dragon, and it's yours for an incredible deal on budget pay. It's a big bold look.
It is very big look.
Yeah, one last look at this one because I want you to see that is about 3/4 of an inch from tip to base there. That is huge. Alrighty. Again, if you have any questions or comments, put them in the comments. This says 0 on Instagram and Facebook. Are we sure we're live?
Let's double check.
Yeah, let's check
I've
that.
got phones. First we're going to Instagram. Yeah, I see you on Instagram. And then look over to Facebook. awesome.
All right, so we're going to move to our next.
It's been a slow day.
Okay. So moving to our next item, which is a AAA Tanzanite ring. I'm going to say this is the greyest Tanzanite I've seen, and that's not a bad thing. It makes it look even more expensive. Look at that. That's a really unusual color in the Tanzanite. But I like it. I don't know what's the way it's mounted. So this is going to be a AAA Tanzanite. So you really do see the blue color, and it is a very sophisticated blue. That's really nice. That is surrounded by Gina H graded diamonds, and what have we got? Over 8 grams of 14 karat yellow gold, 2.65 carats total with that gold halo. I'll bring it a little closer for you. So that is going to be an octagon on the front there, 2.65 carats, 9 by 7. The gemstone color, so it's specifically a violet blue here. I think that's where I'm seeing the kind of gray come in, that violet blue. Very nice. 32 diamonds in this piece. And then it has the detailing on the sides there that just add to the look. A very nice piece, and this will come with your Luxuro gift box, and of course with your Luxuro authenticity guarantee card. Now that will confirm all of your product details, so that should you need to insure it, should you need to take it to the jewelers for valuation, you can tell them, I know what I have here, and your card stays with your box when you're not wearing it, so that you'll always have it. So a little extra bonus there with the card, because it's always very handy for insurance appraisals and things like that. Your price point here is $2,969.99. $2,969. But we are going to take off 25%, which gives us $2,227.50, give or take. I'm going to divide that by 5 for your budget pays, and that's going to take us to $445.50 on budget pay, which brings it into much more affordable territory. Now, your sizing is great news, because it starts at size 8 and goes all the way up to a size 12.
With half sizes.
And half sizes are in between. So any of you that comes from the UK will know that we use letter sizes.
Right.
And the letter sizes are actually more precise than US sizes. Since I've come here and started wearing rings in my numerical size instead of my letter size, I don't really feel the need to have more precise sizing, because you find out what works and you wear it. But in the UK, we do have much more precise sizing. So these half sizes fill in the gaps between US and UK sizes, so that everyone can wear the exact size that they need. So very good news there. Buying a ring in a half size in the US is normally a bit of a pain in the butt, because it means you've got to pay for resizing and things like that. We've included it here for you, so it's a nice little luxurious touch that you can now get the exact size that you want, because my fingers are actually, on a good day, more like a 7.5 than an 8. I'll wear an 8 without too much trouble, but actually a 7.5 would be a much better fit. So good to know that we have that option there. One review on this one. Should we see what you guys said? Okay. I'm not quite sure what that means.
I know. Well, he loved it.
Okay, so
it's
Roger.
It's his going out ring.
Okay, Roger says this is his going out ring. He says that he's got 2 compliments on it already, but here's what he says that I don't understand, and if you can translate for me, please do. I love that, but I go up to a restaurant or tour. But I go up to a restaurant or tour. I don't know what that means. Gave it a 5-star review. He says
he loves it.
Says he's getting compliments on it, but I'm not really sure what that means.
No idea.
Tell you what, American language though is full of phrases that sometimes I'm like, is that a typo, or is that a phrase I haven't heard of yet?
I think it's a typo.
I think so.
Because it makes no sense to me either.
Because in New Jersey, they would say things like "not for nothing," and I'd be like, "Well, what?
I've heard that.
Yeah, so Chuck says it a lot, and I understand it now.
Yeah.
And it means I'm not just saying this to wind you up. I'm not just saying this like for no reason. Like there is purpose and comment. There is purpose and good meaning behind what I'm about to say, even though you may find it a little bit insulting.
Right.
That's what not for nothing means. And the American language is full of those little phrases that sound like one thing, but they mean something else. Like when the Southerners say,
"Bless your heart."
Bless your heart. I used to think that
it's
was
all the context.
Yeah. So one of the kids' first nursery teachers was very Southern in Houston, and my eldest was quite feisty when she was a 3-year-old, as teenagers tend to be. She was full of sass, and she was very much aware that she went to a preschool that was attached to a church that we didn't go to. So the preschool was open for everyone, but all the other preschool kids were kind of in Sunday school at the weekends. They knew each other, they did other activities together. So she kind of felt like an outsider and would play up a little bit. And then you add in lots of antagonistic things. Like they used to have Grandparents' Day, like Grandparents and Ice Cream Day or something. And one of the kids was lactose intolerant, and her grandparents lived across the Atlantic from her. So she could not participate in that day at all. And I was like, is there a lactose-free option? Are you doing it? They were like, no. And I'm like, okay. Do you have any volunteers, any spare grandparents for the ones you don't have any? They're like, no. I was like, okay, great. Thank you for making my kid feel even worse at this point. So yeah, they were very naughty for a couple of terms. And then I was like, you know what? This is not the best fit. And then we moved somewhere else, and then all of a sudden, like, it was like the sun came out, and I was no longer dreading pickup, because that was the worst. Picking up, it's like, oh, what has she done today that's mortifying? What did she do now?
Right.
And it was both of them. But there we go. But you guys, if you've got kids who've been in nursery school, then tell me your stories. Share with the group here. Spill the tea. Like, tell us what the worst thing was that your kid did. I think mine deliberately stuck her foot out to try and this was like age 3 or 4, to try and trip up the teacher as she walked past.
Oh no.
But the problem I've got with that is it sounds really, really devious, and I don't know, because she swore blind that it was accidental, and the teacher swore blind that it was on purpose, and I'm like,
well, it's always accidental.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm really not sure exactly which one that is at this point. I have no idea.
And we'll never know.
And I'll never know. So when they told me at pickup, and I was like, what do I do about that? She's 3. This happened at 10 a.m. this morning. That's a lifetime ago.
I know.
If I now put her in timeout for something she did this morning, it's not gonna hit. But I told her teacher that I was putting her in timeout when I got home.
Yeah. There you go.
Didn't happen.
Of course not.
Okay, so let's move to our Rhapsody piece. So this time we're gonna be in Rubellite, one of my favorites, and very, very high quality diamonds. So let's take a closer look at this bad boy.
So it kind of looks like the Tanzanite piece, but it's a platinum.
So similar styling, yeah. Same kind of idea. So we're in that white, gold, and Rubellite look here. Rubellite, of course, is a tourmaline family gem. A lot of our Rubellite comes from Tony Denise. He's a big fan and a collector of it himself. He loves it for basically, you know what Tony's like, right?
Of
so
course.
He loves a good gemstone, but he also knows where the value in gemstones is. And it's one of the reasons why you guys love watching him is like he'll tell you when something's a good deal, when something's good value, when something's an absolute steal. And so the thing is about Rubellite is that it's got that deep red colour. And red in gemstones is actually quite hard to come by. The most famous red gemstone, of course, being a ruby. And Rubellite gets really, really close to that colour, but still has really good clarity at the same time. So it's a really good bargain gemstone. It's valuable in its own right. So you've got the Parry tourmaline, you've got Rubellite, and you've got Indicolite. Those are your most valuable tourmalines. The others still have lots of value. They're still very highly sought after, but those 3 are the big boys of the tourmaline world. And that's why this one has gone into our Rhapsody range, why it's gone into platinum, because it's worth it, basically. That is then surrounded by a halo of ridiculously good diamonds. That's a quad A graded or a Fino rubellite that we've got here. So to translate those words, Orofino means fine gold. That's the name of the mine where the rubellite was found. Rubellite itself is a Latin word which means reddish. It's not trying to be ruby-like, it's reddish, that's what it means in Latin. So there's your translation of the gemological terms there. Quadragraded, which basically means best of the best, and then that halo is in EF diamonds, that's colourless diamonds. Diamonds start at D for diamond for grading. D, E and F are white diamonds, colourless diamonds, and then after that goes into near colourless and it goes on down the line. So top of the range diamonds here, there's a VS2 clarity, which means you would need magnification equipment to see any flaws. That's basically what that means. It means they're going to sparkle, it means they're going to look really good, it means they have minimal flaws. That's great news. And then we have the platinum as well. Can we see our stone specifications?
Yes.
This one. So that centre stone, that rubellite, 3.15 carats, that is a 10 by 8. And then we have 28 diamonds, they're 1.2 millimeter stones in VS2 clarity. And how much platinum do we have here?
It doesn't say.
Okay. Plenty of platinum. So again, we have some half sizes, which is great news. What size do we start at?
We start at a 12.
Okay, so we have it at 12, and it goes all the way up to a 16. That is the largest ring size I've ever seen here at Shop LC. I've seen 14s, seen 14 and a halves. I've never seen a 16 before. And some of those sizes come in half sizes too. So this is going to work for most people. It will come with your Rhapsody authenticity guarantee card, which will of course, oh here we go, platinum weight 12.75 grams, so plenty of, that's enough for multiple chains. And then it will obviously confirm all of your gemstone weights that we've talked about as well. $3,869.99 would be your price any other day, but we of course have our 25% discount, so $3,869.99. We are gonna minus 25%, which is gonna get us to $2,902.50. We're gonna divide that by 5 for our budget pay, $580.50. Down from $774 if you didn't use that coupon code. Free shipping is included here, but we do have low stock. I'm guessing 1 or 2 in each size.
I'm sorry?
Low stock, is it just 1 or 2 in each size?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 or 2 in each size, but we do go from 12 all the way up to a colossal size 16. I could probably fit that.
Pretty rare that we have it that big.
Incredibly, I've never seen a size 16. I've seen a 14, I've seen a 14 and a half, never seen a 15, never seen a 16.
No.
So if you do have those larger finger sizes, that's the one for you right there. Some items are resizable. If you need to go down to a 16 and a half, for example, call our personal shopper team, which is 888-835-2237. If you want to talk to them about options around resizing, they can help you with all those good things. They can also do what we like to call financial gymnastics. So if you want to split the balance over multiple credit cards, things like that, personal shopper team are the ones to talk to. They are well versed in financial gymnastics. All right.
Yes. Well,
so we'll go up to the next one on the second
Santa
level.
Maria Aquamarine.
Okay. So there is aquamarine and there's Santa Maria. And to call this plain aquamarine is sacrilege. Has to be Santa Maria aquamarine. Because Santa Maria talks to not just the colour, but the vividness of the colour. So my best girlfriend in England has a March birthday, so her birthstone has always been aquamarine. She loves it. So she's got quite a few aquamarine pieces, but a lot of them come from a jeweller that only Craig will know, called Elizabeth Duke, which is attached to a... Did you ever have them here?
What's that?
So we had a store in the mall called Argos, where there was nothing in the shop, just brochures. And you would walk into the brochure and you would tap the number into a keypad and it would tell you if it was in stock, and if it was, you would take the number to the cashier who would ring you up, and then you'd go and wait for your thing to come out like you're ordering takeaway.
Nothing like that.
Yeah, so
nothing like that.
Yeah, so that store, I believe, is still running in the UK. Everything just comes, like, it's a big warehouse with like a small store with, I'm sure they've computerized it by now, but back in the day, it was one of those little tiny pencils, and little slips of paper where you wrote down your item numbers. And they had a jeweller's called Elizabeth Duke, which was basically the saddest jeweller in the world. They used to do like the lowest grade of absolutely everything, but the idea was to do it as cheaply as possible. So a lot of people's aquamarine rings came from there, and they were just shocking. A suggestion of blue, not even a really good sky blue, just like kind of clear stone with a little hint, like you're looking at a swimming pool, like that kind of thing, like almost clear. Not good at all. The other jeweler that was really, really famous for bad reasons was Ratner's. Did the Ratner's scandal make it to the US?
The what?
The Ratner's scandal. So we had a high street, like a mall jeweler called Ratner's, and again, they did kind of the lower end of high street and mall jeweler stuff. And they did a good enough trade. If you wanted a good value gold chain, maybe a lighter weight, but still pretty look, you'd go to Ratner's. Until Gerald Ratner, the owner of the chain, which also owned like a couple of other different mall jewelers, went on TV and said that his product was crap. Literally said that his product was terrible. And it killed his entire chain of shops within like a couple of months. And that was the end of Ratner's in England. That was about 1990, something like that. But yeah, that's the kind of place where you would have got that suggestion of blue in your aquamarine. This is the real deal right here. This is Santa Maria. So not just a good aquamarine, but an exceptional aquamarine. So that is going to be a 1.13 carat, so over a carat in the center, an 8x6. They're calling it a deep sea green in the description here. AAA graded. It is going to come certified and appraised. It is going to come with a halo of graded diamonds. It's going to start at size 8, so it fits on my finger nicely here. 7.75 grams of 14 karat white gold here. You're going to get your Luxura card, which confirms exactly what you've got, which is very good for getting it appraised, but you're also going to get your appraisal card, which doesn't just confirm the details of what you've got, it's also been signed by a graduate gemologist, and this is the fun bit. That graduate gemologist has signed off on the fact that the estimated retail replacement value on this piece is $7,000. Look at that, $7,000.
No way.
That is how much he's estimated that this should go for at retail. Your price today is just a fraction of that, is $1,959.99. Was $1,959.99.
Because if you're smart and you're using the Live 25,
minus the 25 discount we're giving you with the Live 25 coupon code, we get down to $1,469.99, and then you can divide by 5, which is going to give you your budget pay, which gets us down to $293.99. Sounds like a deal. We have size 8, which I'm wearing right now. So ladies, if you want to rock a bigger ring, maybe you want to wear this as a big and bold pointer finger look, highly endorse that. That's a good look, and it will go all the way up to a size 11 as well. You may be able to wangle some ring resizing with the personal shoppers as well, if you give them a shout. Did you have something to add, Jen?
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, the 12 is sold out.
The 12 is
Because
sold
we
out.
are limited in the 11, but we do have some good quantity in the 8, 9, and 10.
Okay. It's a good look for you ladies. Let me get the ruler on this one. And those personal shoppers can talk you through any sizing concerns that you have. They are well versed in all of that good stuff. All right, so we're going to move it along to our next ring of the show, which is going to be a AAA graded Maripino Morganite in rose gold. So we're in 10 karat gold this time. What size are we starting at with this one?
This one, we have a 7, so
okay.
some ladies can utilize.
Yeah.
We're going all the way up to a 12 with some half sizes available.
Nice. So good range of sizing on this one. Great combination of the Maripino Morganite and the 10 karat gold here. AAA graded Morganite as well. Morganite again, same family as the aquamarine, and it is gonna, if you get a bad one, it is gonna be a whisper of color. That's what I love about the Maripino Morganite. It comes from one very specific mine, the Maripino mine, where they do the Morganite, which is that iconic peachy pink color. But it's got lots of color. It's not just a suggestion. It's not clear stone, which you're like, yeah, it's certain lights. I can see some peach in there. It's a very clear color, which is good. Clearly colored stone, not a clear. You get what I'm trying to say. Tripping myself up here. So you're gonna have, can I see my stone specifications here?
Yeah.
So we can, I love the double prong design on the corners there. That's just a nice little high-end touch. That is gonna be a 4.63 millimeter cushion cut. Saying it's a 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter by what?
It's probably 10 by 10. So they just evened out.
It's rectangular. So it's 10 by at least 5. Let's see what you think there. Anyway, a good size, a good weight. And we're going to do a good price on it as well. Where's my calculator? Here we go. So your price today, 1619.99 minus your 25%, which takes us to $1,214.99. But we're going to divide that by 5 for your budget pay, which is going to get us to $242.99. Low stock warning on this one. I'm guessing that's 1 or 2 per size.
Yeah.
Okay. Just 1 or 2 per size here. So if you've seen this one and you love it, then go ahead and jump on in. And you can do that in confidence, knowing that your 30-day money-back guarantee is there to catch you. You can put it on budget pay if you want to spread out the payments. And if you have any more questions, you can either pop it in the comments and we'll get to as many of those as we can, or you can call our dedicated personal shopper line and they will walk you through any queries that you have. So,
give me a minute. Just give me a minute here.
Okay.
I just wanna.
I'm trying to stay neat and tidy up as I go.
Yeah, no, it never works out.
It can look like a bomb's hit this desk by the end of the show.
It usually does.
Visually appealing.
Alright.
Okay, so it's some Tachysite up next.
Yeah, we got 2 little Tachysite.
Okay. That's the Santa Maria Aquamarine. What's that one? That's Tachysite. That's Aquamarine. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll put the cards back. So if you mix them up, don't worry.
Alright. So here we go in a 14 karat yellow gold piece in AAA graded Tachysite. Now Tachysite is one of those gemstones that everyone's fighting over, we're going to call it. So it is also known as Zoltanite. It's also known as Turkish diaspora. I think it has some other variations, Zoltanite. But we like to call it Tachysite simply because we know that the names that point to the origins of gemstones are normally the ones that get adopted. So Tanzanite comes from Tanzania, for example. That is generally how it works. So we call it Tachysite because it comes from Turkey. It is a diaspora, that's the gem species, the mineral species that we've got here. It's AAA graded material. And the main takeaway from this stone is that it does have that color shifting ability. So during the day, during the evening, during different lights, whether you've got fluorescent or incandescent light, it is going to change color. It is going to appear differently. We don't have a video on this one, do we?
No, we don't.
Because sometimes we have the video.
Yeah.
So it goes from kiwi green to a kind of rosy blush color, which is really, really nice. And then when you're in mixed lighting scenarios, so when I'm in the main studio with Tachysite, we have a mix of fluorescent and incandescent lights. And so the gemstones look reddish pink and then kiwi green at the same time. And they can come off as a kind of champagne diamond color as well. And so generally, I think daylight is daylight's going to bring out the ruby colors hours, and then it's going to look more greenish at night time. So it's a really, really fun gemstone. Color shifting is normally something that costs you more money when it comes to gemstones. And also Turkish Diaspora, if you've ever been on a cruise, they do it at the gift shop. You've been on cruises, they have it in the gift shops. They love it there in the gift shops because they're like, it's so exotic. It's from around the world. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it comes from Turkey, it comes from Europe.
They had a draw on my last cruise. They had a drawing where you had to guess what the stone was called.
Oh, you were like, ooh, let me think.
And so I originally wrote down our name, which was Turkisite, but because I was looking around and I was like, they may want to call it the copyrighted name. And so I did Turkisite / Zoltanite /
Turkish
all the
Diaspora,
names.
yeah.
So I went up to one of the guys before I put it in the back. I'm like, is this correct? And he starts reading and he just starts laughing.
Yeah.
And he goes, just put it in.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
If you know all the names of one stone.
Yes. Well, it depends who you ask as to what the name is.
Yeah.
But it's always the exact same stuff. And that's the thing I love about us here at Shop LC, is that we'll sell you the same stuff as the next guy, but the price point makes it look like it's something completely different. Because this is AAA graded Turkisite. And whether you buy AAA graded Turkisite, Zoltanite, Turkish Diaspora, what was the other name? There was another name.
Oh God.
No matter what they call it, it's the same stuff. And it doesn't matter whether the box is blue, red, green, purple, orange, or has Shop LC stamped on it, or Luxuro in this case. It's the exact same thing. The only difference is how we go about it. And let's talk about that for a moment. So some of our gold items, like the chain I'm wearing, sometimes we buy those as a closeout. So those will be things that someone else has made. Perhaps they've been made for a more jeweler and that they've come to the end of their range and they're not going to sell it anymore. We'll buy everything they have left. And the thing is about closeouts is you can't say, can I just have 50? I'll take 500 because that's how many stores I've got. You can't tell them how many you'll take. The deal is for the whole bundle or nothing at all. So that's the joy of being Shop LC, is that we can sell one of an item or we can sell 100 of an item, and we can do that in 10 minutes. Like some items will sell 100 in 10 minutes, sometimes we'll sell one in 10 minutes. It doesn't really matter to us. What matters is that we get amazing items and get them to you at the lowest possible margin. So we have a benefit and advantage over our competitors in that quantity isn't going to take us out of the race, whether it's high, whether it's low, it's not a problem at all. So that's one way that we'll bring in good value, low cost items that would cost you more elsewhere. The other way we do it is by making it all ourselves. So last year I actually went out to India and saw our factory, our facility, which is more like a university campus than a factory. There's lots of buildings and then they do different things in each building. But in the jewelry section, you know, they bring in the gemstones which have been sourced by Pradeep, that's our gemstone buyer and his team, or by Tony, our gem hunter, and they will bring them in like from the source, from the mines, and then we will design our own jewelry, we will make our own jewelry from scratch, we do the whole casting thing, then we'll set the gemstones, and so we go from the mine to finished piece of jewelry, and the whole time nothing is left our group of businesses, because it's VGL Group, there's a lot of businesses there, but nothing leaves our group, which means there's no middlemen taking money out of your pocket, because that's essentially what happens when you have to, if you have to outsource gemstone buying, if you have to go to the shows only for your gemstone buying, if you have to send it out to get electroplated, if you have to send it out for this, send it out, that just adds costs all the way along. And so we don't do any of that. Wherever possible, everything stays in-house, and at the end of the day, we take the narrowest margin that we can afford to do and keep the lights on, and then we pass the savings on to you. That is why there is often such a delta between the retail reality, other retailers' costs, and ours. We're not paying for a store in 60 dead malls across the country, because let's face it, a lot of jewelers in malls are not seeing much footfall right now. We're not wasting that money on staff just stood there by a display case. We're not wasting the money on the retail space. We just make sure that we've got great products at great prices, and that's how we thrive. And that's the secret sauce. That is it. That is the magic of Shop LC, is we are basically the factory outlet of jewelry. That's essentially what we are. It's like going to the outlet mall and picking up something that retails for so much more elsewhere. Same product, same deal, just the way that we've got it set up means that you're making incredible savings. So anyway, back to your piece. We need to look at some price. So 1519.99 is our everyday low price. We're going to take away 25% because you've got your live 25 discount code today. That's going to take us down to $1,139.99. But if you divide that by 5 budget pays, that's going to give you, that's not right, hold on, my math is going
I'm at 228.
228, there we go, 228 on budget pay. The other good news is it comes with your Luxuro guarantee card. It's a beautiful east-west design, so you're going to have a round in the middle, but then it's going to have that, it's not a pentagon, is it? What is it with 6 sides? Is it hexagon with 6 sides?
I think so.
Hexagon, yeah, with 6 sides on it.
So
With
pentagon
octagon?
is 5.
Yeah, octagon has 8. So I think, yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that. So we've got 26 diamonds in here. Those are 1.2 to 2 mil rounds. That Taxite is going to be a 2.32 carata and an 8mm round. And I love the east-west styling on this one.
And we have great sizes. 8 all the way up to a 16.
Oof, with some half sizes in the mix as well.
Yep.
Low stock though, so literally one of each size.
It's like 1 or 2 pieces in each size.
There we go. But a great design, very angular on the shoulders. It's really, really fun. Okay. There's no messages that I'm missing. Any?
No.
That'll be up here.
No,
Okay.
people can. I keep watching.
Okay. If you have questions, comments, concerns, you just want to say hi, you can drop us a note in the comments.
Say hi.
Yeah,
Tell us that you're watching.
please. And you can also tell us about things you want to see coming up in the live stream. Because we run on about a week-to-week basis, right? We know what we're doing this week, but not next week.
No, I've not scheduled. We haven't done the themes for next week yet.
Yeah. So if there's something you're desperate to see on the live stream next week, maybe you want to dive into gold, maybe you want to see what we've got in platinum, maybe you want to dive into more rubelite pieces, or perhaps you want to see what we've got in our silver with overlays range. Whatever you want to see. If you've got strong feelings about it and you want to see it on the live stream next week, then write in now, because I have
We'll probably
Jennifer.
have some Labor Day deals.
Oh, everyday deals, okay.
It's Labor Day's next week.
Yeah, we have Jennifer in the live stream right now, and it's fair to say you're heading up the live stream right now, yeah?
Pretty much.
Yeah, she's driving this thing. So now is the time to drop us a line and tell us what you want to see, because you know the one who can make it happen is sat behind the keyboard right now. So let us know. Okay, so we are moving to another Santa Maria aquamarine piece. This one is going to be in 14 karat yellow gold. Very nice here. It will come certified and appraised. So the one we had earlier on, I'm just going to put them side by side for you, was in platinum. So we've got our choice here of Santa Maria in yellow, gold or platinum. Both are beautiful. No bad choices here. Maybe you're going to pick the one that speaks to you. Maybe you prefer yellow, gold to platinum. Maybe you prefer white metal looks. Maybe you're just going to go on price and go with the one that best fits your pocket. This will come with your Luxuro card, which will confirm all your specifications, and with your appraisal card, which is going to tell you the estimated retail replacement value. Let's go through your specifications first though. So this is going to be about an 88 point stone, so just shy of the 1 carat mark. That's a 7x5 AAA graded stone. And then around that you've got 28 graded diamonds. They are going to be a 1.1 to 1.5mm size, with the extra little studded diamonds either side as well. So very nicely put together. We're in yellow gold here. I do like yellow gold with blue gemstones, because on the color wheel, blue and yellow are opposites, and so they contrast each other really, really nicely and look really, really good together. So we will start with your estimated retail replacement value, which as you can see is going to be $6,000. Making sure that everyone gets a chance to have a look at that card there. Your price today is not going to be $6,000. Okay, So your price on the web, $2139.99. That would be a good deal already. We're at roughly a third of that estimated retail replacement value. But then we're going to take away 25% for your coupon code, LIVE25, which is, screwed that up, $2139.99 minus 25. It's going to take us to $1,604.99. But then we're going to divide that by 5 budget pays, which is going to take us to $320 on budget pay. Budget pay is what makes things affordable, makes things doable, and I hate to keep banging on about it, but do budget pay now and be done paying before Christmas. That is the way to do it. If you are looking at Christmas presents, and you should be, because the budget pays will make sure that you're done and dusted and paid off before January. That's going to make things so much easier come the new year, because you'll only be looking at your expenses then and not paying off Christmas, because that can really put a crick in your day when first thing you got to do is start paying off everything you bought in December because you were panic buying, because you didn't have time to wait for a deal. You just had to grab things when you saw them. Avoid that by buying your Christmas gifts now, put them on budget pay and being done and dusted for the day itself. So this will come in a size 9, 10, 11 and 12. I hear the door go, but I didn't see anyone.
Too. I think they're working on the door.
Oh, there we go. Okay, this one's got a review. Should we see what you guys said about it? Okay, so Miguel wrote in 4 out of 5. It's nice. I wish the Santa Maria aquamarine was bigger. I'll tell you what, the aquamarine in the platinum one that we had earlier was going to be a 1.13. So if you do like the ring but you want a slightly bigger aquamarine, go back and look at the platinum one that we did earlier on, because that might suit you a little bit better. Alrighty, so we're going to keep it trucking on. We're going to go to this piece on the end here. This bad boy. This is going to be a 10 carat white and yellow gold diamond men's ring. Half a carat of diamonds in this one. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 12 diamonds here, giving you half a carat total. 8.8 grams of gold. So we are in, the body of the ring is essentially in white gold, nicely finished out with the undergallery, all those details there. But if you look on the side here, it's got a milgrain halo and shoulder detailing set in 10 carat yellow gold. So this is a great one to wear if you have a watch that's got maybe stainless or gold in those 2 tones. This is going to match that beautifully. Or if you just want to use this as the foundation piece to a mixed metal look, maybe you've got a stainless steel chain, maybe you've got a white gold chain or a platinum item that you want to wear with it, or you want to wear gold with it at the same time. You have those options when you wear what I call an anchor piece, which pulls together your multi-tone metal look. That's how I like to do it. That door's really distracting.
I know, they're fixing it. They're fixing it.
We've got like a double door in the studio. There's the door that, and then there's another room, and then there's an outside door, and I can see it all through the windows behind Jennifer there. And they just put a swipe pad on that door, but it's not closing properly. So they have to like mess around with the door closer so that it actually shuts. All good, but they're doing it while I'm live streaming. So every now and then, what's normally a very dark room is plunged into daylight and then back again. Clang, clang, clang. It's just like, oh my God. The only thing that's worse than that is when people stroll into the host room when I'm sleeping in there.
Oh.
And I will be, when I work the morning show, so I get up at 4, I'm in here at 5 for pre-show, and we go on air at 6 a.m. until 9 a.m. So between 9 and 11 a.m. when our next pre-show is, I will go to the host room with a blanket, and I keep one in my locker, and that's me out for at least an hour. Like, I am dead to the world. But during that time, somebody will come strolling in for something. Whether it's another host just coming in to do the makeup, which I don't mind because it's their room too. But it might be my maintenance, might be a cleaner, might be Larry popping in to check out
They put a swipe badge on that door that goes to the other part of the warehouse. when you swipe it, it makes this really loud noise.
I know. I know. So there's me like trying to catch an hour between shows, and there's a swipe. So then there's a door that goes to where the visual stylists go to pick up their jewelry supplies for their show.
Yeah.
And so that makes a beeping noise, and then there's doors that slam, and there's people who pop into that. I'm just like, can you all just please? But on a good day, everything will be quiet for an hour, or I'll be so asleep that I won't even hear it.
Yeah.
It's like when you have a baby and they tell you to put them to sleep in a noisy room, and then noises won't wake them.
Right.
Because they go to sleep with the noise. It's a bit like that sometimes.
Interesting.
I'm used to the beeps and the bangs, and
yeah.
It's
well, I mean, with 2 kids, you know, you're probably already used to it.
Well, yeah, I used to have to work night shifts and then try and sleep during the day while they were home during the summer, and that was hell on earth. Because the door would knock, their friends would come over, the door would start
fighting
knocking,
with each other.
or they would start fighting in the kitchen, and I'd come out like a bear coming out of hibernation going, shut up! So that was fun. That was really fun. So, back at the show, we're talking about rings. So let's...
there we go.
I think we need to
I
get
totally forgot to change the photo. I did a side profile.
You see, there's me distracting everyone here.
I know.
So, $1,199.99 would be your price, except you have your 25% discount code today, which is going to take us all the way under $1,000 to $899.99. And even better news, if you divide that by 5, because that's how many budget pays you've got, that gets us down to $179.99. That's a steal right there. For a beautiful piece. 12 diamonds in here, half a carat of diamonds. They are colourless diamonds, so they're DEF. That's a good grade. Okay. And yeah, it doesn't say that in the description. Normally they brag about that in the description. We have this in a size 10, 11, 13 and 14. So that will fit most people.
Most gentlemen.
That's a great look. That is a good look right there. Okay, we've got some reviews on that one. Should we look at those?
Yep. There you go.
Okay, what did you guys say? Craig M said the ring's nice. I think the diamonds are a bit small.
These are more, you know.
They work for me, but you know, if it doesn't deliver 100% joy, you do have the option to return it. Felix said it's a nice product. It's not gaudy and overly attention-seeking. Just the right size, good value. Okay, we'll take that. Vilmar said the ring's beautiful and the price is fantastic. It was for my father and he passed away before getting a chance to wear, and I had to return it. That's the saddest return. Yeah, you should have kept it for yourself.
But at least, you know, he still liked it.
Yeah, that is the saddest return ever. But whatever your reason for returning things, and I think that's why we don't ask why sometimes, because you know, it can be really sad when you have to return something. Yeah, I had to. So my grandmother, I got her we used to have this really big leopard brooch. Do you remember the leopard brooch? It's really glitzy and it's beautiful. Got one for my grandmother, and she loved it. And she used to wear it around, and it used to be the segue into her stories. My granddaughter, you know, she's starting her stories. She used to wear it all the time, and hers broke, and I had to replace it for her. So when I was going home one year, I took a replacement. No, I sent it back to my dad when he came to visit me, and I sent him home with a replacement. And it took him a couple of weeks to get up to see her, to go and switch out her brooch for the new one that I'd ordered. And I was glad I ordered it, because we were literally, it was one of the few we had left in stock at that point. And it was only a couple of weeks after that unfortunately she passed away, which was, when was that? That was last, was it March when I had to dash back? Yeah, so my dad had visited me in January, and then I sent the brooch back with him, and he took it to her, but by the time he got there, she was on her way out. She was in the hospital. We do like to glam up my grandmothers when they go into hospital and make them wear their brooches on their gowns, which is always funny. But yeah, she didn't get to wear the new brooch in the end, so I wore it to her funeral to show our connection, because she did love that brooch, and now it's back with me and it lives with me. And I do like to. So what I'll do is I'll often buy, and I didn't with that leopard brooch, which I I wish I'd had at the time. But what I do with my brooches for my grandmothers a lot of the time, well, I've only got one grandmother left now, but you get the idea. I like to buy two, so I get one for them and send it to them, and then I wear the other one, and then it becomes our connection. It becomes something that we wear together, because brooches are ageless and timeless. I don't think younger people make nearly enough use of brooches in their attire. I think every winter jacket should have a cute brooch on the lapel, and you should have a different brooch for every jacket. You shouldn't have to keep switching it out every time you put it on. You should absolutely have a really, because winter coats tend to be boring. They tend to be, they can be woolen, they can be whatever they're going to be, but they tend to be black, brown, beige, grey, dull. Add a brooch, guys. Add a brooch. We've got a few on shopify.com, and I hope we get more this Christmas, because brooches are the unsung hero of the jewelry world. Okay, that's my hashtag bring brooches back speech.
Well, our buyers right down the hall.
I might go and have a little chat with them.
Yeah.
I don't think you can beat the leopard brooch. That's my absolute favourite so far.
Yeah.
Although I do like the other one that I got, which is the Gold Coast brooch that comes in all silver. That's the only brooch we ever had.
We should be getting the Halloween ones in soon.
Okay. That's always a fun way of jazzing up your Halloween outfit, because
I don't have witches and pumpkins and
I don't always do the whole Halloween dress up thing.
No.
But I do like to wear something that's not in that direction. So every now and then I'll get a t-shirt with, I don't know, here for the booze on it or whatever I'm gonna have. But sometimes I just want to wear what I want to wear and just add a brooch, just to be festive, just to be seasonal, without going all in and buying something that I'm gonna wear one day a year.
Yeah.
Because it's a pain having a wardrobe full of t-shirts that you wear once a year. Because one year, but the thing about Halloween in Texas as well, it's like January. One year it's going to be 75, 80 degrees, maybe even 90, and everyone's roasting. And the next year it'll be 50.
There was time when I was living up in the Massachusetts area, every year for 5 years straight, rainy and cold on Halloween.
That sucks.
So I always equated, raining and cold being Halloween.
Yeah, it's so variable in Texas. We've had Halloweens where the kids are cold and wearing a coat or raincoat over their costume, and then years when I bought them a costume and I'm like, oh my goodness, they are gonna roast. And there's all these sweaty kids, and the costumes that come as onesies.
Yes.
By 9 p.m. all the teenagers have taken off the top half and belted it around. They're in a t-shirt and animal bottoms, and you're like, what were you? And they're like, I was a tiger, but I got hot. You're like,
yeah.
Close enough. Okay, so we have some turquoise coming up next. Sleeping Beauty turquoise.
Sleeping Beauty.
I started watching the show with the brothers from the Royston Mine on Netflix. I forget the name of the show now.
Oh, they have a show on Netflix.
Trent and
Trenton.
what's his face?
Can't remember. Yeah, I know, I'm going blank, and I do their flights.
Right?
I make their hotel reservation. Richard. No, that's Richard and Mariana. That's the Bali people.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Trent, and I forget his name. But they come here and they do live shows in the studio, and so I went to the bathroom, and my husband was flicking through Netflix, trying to pick something to watch, and he came across the show. I cannot remember what they call it. I can't remember what they call the show, but it's all about turquoise mining in is it Arizona?
Yeah, Arizona, Nevada.
Yeah, it's across the borders, both.
Yeah, they've got two.
And it's all about mining for turquoise, and also they mine for white buffalo as well. And my husband had never seen white buffalo until we went to the gift shop at Kingman, and I bought some white buffalo earrings. He's like, what is this white turquoise? I was like, it is not white turquoise. It is white buffalo. It's a whole other thing. You don't see it that much. We do it at Shop RC, but so I've had some cute earrings that I got. And then of course this show is all about where it's mined and how far away they are and all the rest of it. And of course you'll recognize Trent from being here in the studio as well. And we really got into it. We got a couple of episodes in last night.
Do you remember what it was called?
No, but it's on Netflix.
That's why I'm loading Netflix up so I can add it to my list.
It might be on my Netflix as one of my previously watched items, which might make it quicker to come up. Let's have a look. Continue watching. I think we watched on my profile. You see, not only do we bring you beautiful gemstones,
we give you show recommendations.
yeah, we also tell you what to watch. If you've got Apple TV, you've got to watch Slow Horses. That's got Gary Oldman as an MI5 agent in London, like a washed up MI5 agent, and his team.
I like Gary Oldman.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Now I'm wondering if it's actually Netflix or if I'm thinking of a different channel.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Oh, Turquoise Fever is what it's called.
Okay.
And it's the Otterson brothers, which is gonna be Trent and his brother, whose name I forget.
See, nothing came up under Turquoise Fever.
Turquoise Fever. Maybe I wasn't watching on Netflix. Where to watch?
YouTube.
Prime, Amazon Prime.
Oh, it was on Amazon Prime?
Amazon Prime, there we go. We got there in the end.
Right.
It's on Amazon Prime. It's really, really good. But yeah, it's quite nice to kind of see the mines and see what they go through to get this gemstone. And well, so turquoise, there was a link roughly to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
So not mined at their mines. This is going to be Sleeping Beauty turquoise. So the Otterson Brothers turquoise can be the greenish blue, can be the Turkish turquoisey blue. Sometimes it has veining and matricing inside, which is fine. That's acceptable in turquoise, desirable in some cases. But the Sleeping Beauty turquoise is the stuff that looks like the original turquoise that came out of Persia, you know, back in the day. That's why the Sleeping Beauty turquoise is so revered, because it's the same color all the way through. Especially in this AAA grade, you don't get any of that kind of static that you get in the lower grades. It can look like you're looking at it through static. The color's kind of dimpled and mottled. This is all the way through perfect turquoise blue. This one's going to be set in 10 karat yellow gold, which is the perfect foil for the blue, as we said, opposite ends of the color wheel. And turquoise itself, of course, gets its name from, so originally the Persian turquoise was traded into Europe through the markets in Europe, and they predominantly spoke French. But it was the Turkish people who sold them in to Europe, and the French name for the Turkish is turquoise. So it was the turquoise stone because it was sold by the Turkish. There was clearly no Turkish diaspora at the time to confuse things. But anyway, that's what it was sold as, and that's the stuff that looked like this. This is the stuff that is revered as being the OG in terms of turquoise. And if you look at our now queen, Camilla, she has a turquoise shamrock brooch, which looks exactly like this, but hers is the original Persian material. This is our all homegrown American. So this comes from a little place called Globe, Arizona, which is where the Sleeping Beauty mine is, and it's named after a rock formation that kind of looks like the reclining body of a sleeping beauty. That's where the name came from. So this is our American gemstone, so lots of pride in this piece. We've set it in yellow gold because yes, it deserves it, and then we've given it beautiful gold accents. Let me bring my board up so you can get this into really good focus here. That's going to be a 4.34 carat turquoise, 12 by 9 millimeters, surrounded by 1 millimeter diamonds, 10 either side. Beautiful 6-prong setting, and of course we are done in 10 carat yellow gold. It will come with your Luxuro card, which is your authenticity guarantee card. That's going to list out your specifications, but it also comes with an appraisal card. So this will confirm everything that we've talked about, and it also confirms that the estimated retail replacement value here is $2,800. And then we look at our price, which already beats that by some margin.
Wait, even the web price.
Yeah.
Just the web price alone.
$899.99 is your web price, with free shipping, of course, because we're at $50. But we're going to take away 25% here, and that gets you down to $674.99, and your appraisal was $2,800. Okay. Sounds good to me. But then we are going to divide that into 5 for budget pays, which gives you $134.99. That's the way to do it. And I love the fact that even though this is a men's ring, it's totally going to work for you ladies.
Yes.
Slightly.
You actually start at a size 8.
Wow. Okay. Starts at size 8, so it's going to fit some of you ladies. It is the perfect pointer finger powering. Love that. I am now on the hunt for the perfect power finger piece, just to wear as a one and done. Because I used to think, oh, you know, put some on that finger and stack them up and wear like 3 or 4 rings. No, one finger, one power finger ring is the way forward. That's what Kylie did at one of her concerts that I was watching on TV when I was in the UK, and she just had a microphone in this hand with the power ring on. I was like, that's the way to do it, Kylie. Well done. Of course, I'm talking Minogue, not Jenna, because that's the OG Kylie.
Well, when you started singing, I figured it was Minogue.
Got it from context, yeah.
I got the context.
Right.
As soon as you said singing, because I know the other one does not sing.
No, and nor should she. Low stock on this one. I'm guessing 1 or 2 per size. Is that where we're at?
Yeah.
Okay, close enough. So literally just 1 or 2 per size. And we do have a smattering of half sizes in the mix as well. So good news there.
Yep.
Okay, so we have a meteorite band ring to get to. Do I need to scoot a little faster?
No, we're still good.
Okay.
So we're at 13. So if we can make it, you know, we'll make it to wherever we make it to. And then we can just do it fast and go.
Okay. So this one is going to be a meteorite band ring. I like it as a thumb ring, but it comes in sizes 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Can I see what Shop LC put as the description on this one? Here we go, let's read this out. Experience the epitome of elegance with this marvellous meteorite men's band ring. Imbued with the celestial allure of authentic, I knew this one would be very poetic. With the celestial allure of authentic meteorite, this band is a testament to craftsmanship and sophistication. One of a kind, smooth lustrous finish, intricately crafted. So basically it's called meteorite because this material literally comes down in meters. It comes from space, it comes from off Earth, which makes it a crazy material to work with. I love what we've done with it. It's just got a little bit of texture going on here. Your price point is incredible considering this is off-world material. I mean, that's insane. Where's your ring from? Well, I bought it from Shop LC, but space, essentially.
You know, it's
right?
from a different world.
Yeah, so
it's from space.
It's from out there. It's not of terrestrial origin. That's insane. And your price today was $269.99, $269.99. But we're also going to take off our 25% for our Live 25 discount code. That's going to take us to $244.99, and then we're going to divide it by 5 for budget pay.
Did I do that wrong? Hold on.
Did you do it wrong, or did I do it wrong?
$269.99. No, I got $202.49.
Okay, let me check my math. $269.99 minus 25%, $202.49. I don't know what I did there. This is why they tell us not to do crystal math on air.
That's why I do the math.
Yeah.
And if I hear something wrong and I'm like, no, might want to do that again.
So $202.49, then we're going to divide that by 5 budget pays, which is going to get us to $40 on budget pay.
Yeah.
Our most
that's
affordable
a date
piece.
night.
Right?
It's a date night.
It's a date night Chili's.
I was thinking Applebee's, you know.
Right? Push the boat out. Nice. Okay, sizes 9 through 13. Not a sizable piece. I don't know any jewelers that work with off-weld materials. So,
the only one that a lot of it's limited sizing, except for the 12. I've got over 20 pieces in 12.
Okay.
So I got plenty in 12.
We've got a review. Should we see what our customer said about this one?
Sure.
The best.
Simply and nice.
Yeah, fits perfect, simple and nice.
It's a very everyday ring.
Yeah. Nicely done. Okay, we are going to keep it moving. I'm going to pick up the pace just a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to the watch, the first watch.
The watch.
I left it in the packaging because it's
nice.
Nice, yeah.
Okay, so it's going to come with your instructions. And look at this. Tuck that out of the way here.
Yeah.
Doesn't that look nice? That is a presentation box.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why I left it there.
Nice. So we're in stainless steel here, but it's going to be yellow gold iron plated.
And then there is an option of the stainless steel.
Okay.
So we got in both options.
This closure is so cool. Okay. So when it's on, you don't really see anything at all, but then you just go boop, and it opens right up. I love that. So when you get iron plated stainless steel like this, it stays this color. So, you know, vermeil is beautiful, but sometimes it can change. But iron plated stays as is, so always a good deal here. Let me put this on the other way up so you guys can see it too, because I just put that on so I can read it, but it doesn't help you guys, does it? So very easy to put on, no fiddling about here. Now I'm gonna look at the sides here. Oh yeah, so next to the band here, you're gonna have your removable links. So you do have some scope to adjust the sizing here, because of course this is a men's watch and I have a 6-inch wrist, so this is huge on me. That's the story of my life. Wrists are always big on me. And when I was a kid, I used to love wearing men's watches, and like I would have so many links taken out of them, they just look crazy. But that was my jam when I was younger. You will notice it has a magnified section over the date there, which is great news, because the older we get, the harder those goddamn labels are.
Those numbers.
It drives me crazy. I'm just like, how am I supposed to read that? Seriously.
That's why I needed a big watch, digital watch.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm not wearing my glasses in the middle of the night, I can still read it.
That's the way to go. And look how good that looks with our bracelet from earlier on. This is how Chuck wears his watch, with his bracelet right next to us. This could be your look right here. So the bling here that goes all the way around the bezel, all on each number, is going to be done in moissanite. So good news there. We've got 5-meter water resistance. That's good news. Let me get the ruler to that bezel for you, and I'm going to show you in inches, and I'm going to show you the other side with the millimeters too, because you watch aficionados like your millimeters, which is the correct way to measure things. I say that because I'm British, and we are all about the centimeters, the millimeters, and all the rest of it. So there's your measurement right there. It's a lower profile piece as watches go, which I really enjoy about it. It is less than 10 millimeters rising off the wrist there. So a very sleek look. I like that one. So we have it in the white moissanite stainless steel, and we have it in the white moissanite iron plated yellow gold. Both of them are going to come in. Well, they were going to come in at $199.99,
which is still a good deal.
Which is a great deal for a watch, but then we're going to take off 25% with your discount, which takes us down to $149.99. But then we're going to divide it by 5 for your budget pay, which takes you to $29.99. What?
I rounded up to 30.
You rounded up to 30?
I rounded up to 30.
Okay, I haven't rounded anything up, so if I'm a cent or a dollar out here, apologies. Like, I'm just a girl with a calculator.
It's still gorgeous. It's still a gorgeous piece.
But I will show you again.
And like I said, the storage on it is excellent. You get a little book.
A book that comes in there. Let's see what's in here. Has your guarantee, has your instructions for how to set the time. What else does it have?
A little instruction book.
You can make a guarantee card. It's you can make a little note of when you bought it. It is going to be a quartz watch with mechanical movement. Water resistant. Washing hands are inclement weather. Vigorous activities. But it's not recommended for swimming, showering, diving, anything like that. So good news there. It's very detailed, that little book. I like that.
Yeah.
So I hate to talk about it this early, but Christmas is around the corner, and this looks like a baller gift. And
especially at this price.
So I'm just going to leave that there looking at you, because that is
just a reminder.
Yeah, just a little reminder right there that that's incredible value. We do love a bit of moist snow. Okay, next up we have
a nice little yellow diamond.
Okay.
Men's ring here.
Throw some yellow diamonds in the mix. I'm gonna go with this finger to show you this one. Okay, natural yellow diamonds. That means, of course, that it came out the ground this colour. It didn't have any work done, didn't have any tweakments. Nothing wrong with that particularly, because once you add a treatment to a diamond, it stays that way. But this one came out the ground looking this fabulous. It's the diamond that said, I woke up like this, which makes them more valuable at the end of the day. We are going to be not just in yellow gold vermeil, but in 18 karat vermeil. So legally, to call it vermeil, rather than just a gold plating or a gold coating or a gold over, you need to have the body of the ring in silver. So that's where we start with a precious metal ring. And then it gets that vermeil coating. So that has to be 2 microns thick legally. Ours comes in about 5 microns. So we put a little bit more on because we want your piece to last and continue looking fabulous. But it has to be at least 10 karat gold. We often do 14, but in this piece we've done 18 karat gold on your vermeil here. So we've gone above and beyond what's required to use the term vermeil, which is good news. Half a carat of diamonds here. You are going to have an initial rectangle, and then it's going to have a kind of halo around the outside, and then these sort of arrows on the shoulders there with the detailing. It's nicely done. We have it in a size 10, 11 and 14, and that is
10,
it.
12 and 14.
Oh wait, is there free shipping site-wide on the internet right now? Huh.
Maybe so.
So,
but I mean, it would still have free shipping anyway.
This would still have free shipping anyway because we're at $50. But if you want to add accessories, other pieces, if you're on the web and you're like, oh, I do want to pick up, you know, a necklace, a bracelet, something in silver, and you want to add it to your order, that's going to attract free shipping as well. And it's all over the website, which is very good news. Okay, so we have 56 yellow diamonds in this piece. Let's work out your price here.
Let me get a little photo of the side.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's the side detailing right there, and you'll see that it has that finished out under gallery as well. But this is going to be an affordable piece because look at this. Everyday low price of $239.99, but then we're going to take off 25% for your budget pay, and that gets us right down to $179.99. Then we have 4 budget pays, so we're going to divide by 4, which takes us to $44.99 for yellow diamonds.
Yep, and we got 2 reviews. Look at this.
Yeah, let's see what you guys said. One by Michael said, I absolutely positively love them. Them? Did he buy 2?
Maybe. Or maybe he's talking about all the diamonds.
Could be the diamonds, yes. Michael said, beautiful, so happy with this new ring. It's beautiful. The 18 karat gold vermeil is rich and buttery in colour, and the diamonds are quite small, are beautiful and sparkle brightly. A truly great addition to my collection. There we go.
Those are some good reviews there.
Yeah, you guys like that one. I like that one too. I like the price point as well. I mean,
yeah, that price point's really nice.
That kind of money for yellow diamonds, that's a yes, please.
Yes. All right, we're going to move over to the GP collection.
Okay. This one. And again, comes in a great box.
Nice box.
So we have, there we go. Love that. The little leaflet here comes with a picture of Gaia and her dad. So Giuseppe Perez set up the collection, and now Gaia runs the entire range. Oh, love her stuff.
He was such a good man too.
Yeah, I never met him.
Yeah.
But big fan of Gaia's.
He was definitely fun gentleman.
Okay.
Because I would, as we have these special guests, I take them to dinners and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we've spent many dinners together, chatting about his time in Italy, his daughter, because he was about the same age as my mom.
Okay.
Actually, my mom was 2 months older than he was.
Oh, okay.
So,
oh, there we go.
And so we would always have good chats. And so he is sorely missed.
So I was kind of hoping that as a business we would go and do lives from Italy this year because that would have been in Vicenza, right?
Yes.
Which I believe isn't far from Milan.
Correct.
If my geography is
Well,
correct.
it's actually closer to. It's about a 30-minute train ride from Venice.
Okay. Italy is fabulous. We went in 2019 and I showed the kids so much. It was almost too much in one trip because we did like the Vatican and we did like Venice and it was just like jaw-dropping architecture and art every single day to the point where it almost blended into one.
Right.
It was just like, oh my goodness, what have we seen today? Like, whoa. And then we'd be like in Venice on a gondola and the next day we'd be like on the...
That's a little too much.
Yeah, it was amazing, but it was a lot. But I still need to go to Milan because I haven't been to Milan yet, or Vicenza.
There you go.
For that matter. And I do want to go see Gaia.
Yeah.
On our home turf. Okay, so this is the Royal Art Deco collection by the Perez family. Gaia does the designing these days, sometimes inspired by her dad's design. Sometimes she's bringing back something that her dad did. Sometimes she's coming up with something new.
Or she's, something that's an heirloom piece within their own family.
Absolutely, yeah.
That was, I think, would have been designed by her great-grandfather.
Oh wow, so we can go right back in some cases.
Yeah.
So there are going to be a ton of diamonds here in black and in white, and I love the contrast. I love the two together. This is going to be in sterling silver with rhodium over the top. You've got 75 points of diamond, but the look here is like a carpet of diamonds, so it looks like more than that. And your sizes, what does it come in?
Well, we've got it in 10, 11, 12, and 13.
Okay. 10, 11, 12, 13 in this one. A great men's ring because it's really, really low profile. So if you have to wear gloves because it's winter or because you work, this isn't going to get in the way. There's no prongs to snag on your gloves here, so very good news. Of course, it has the Perez. Can you see that, the sapphire just inside? That's their little trademark right there. So nicely packaged, nicely made, beautiful design, incredible price point. So your price on the web was already pretty good at $229.99, but then we're going to take off 25% for your coupon code, Live25, which gets you down to $172.49. But then we have budget pay, so we'll divide it by 5, and that takes us to $34.49. Is that right?
$34.50. Yeah, I rounded up.
Yeah. That's incredible. $34.50.
Yeah.
For a designer piece from the GP Family Legacy Collection. And great for gifting, not only because the box is great, but it's nice and angular and easy to wrap. We'll just point that out. Because it is always me that does all the wrapping in my family. And if you imagine with the two girls, like the family tend to like mail stuff to the house and be like, can you wrap it and put it on the tree for me? I'm like, yeah, sure. Because like my family are across the Atlantic, so they order from like stores here and have it sent to the house, and they're like, oh, we sent the girls a Christmas present, you just need to wrap them. So I will spend, if I'm not working, I will spend the entire day, pretty much Christmas Eve, just literally gift wrapping, gift after gift after gift after gift.
See, that's when I send out a gift, I do the option for the gift wrapping.
You see, you're
especially Amazon, they just stick into this nice little bag.
Yeah, and then you're done. Yeah. Whereas my family, I think each of them think they're all individually saying it, but eventually, like 4 or 5 people will say to me, "Can you just wrap it?" Sure.
For an extra $10.
Yeah. So there's me with my wrapping station, and I'll like have my, sometimes a neighbor of ours comes by in his golf cart and takes like all the kids in the neighborhood. And they'll like blast out Christmas tunes and go do laps of the neighbourhood looking at the lights.
Mm-hmm.
They love doing that. And when they do that, I'm like, okay, I'm dashing in the bedroom. I've got like half an hour to like do some wrapping before they come back. Because, I mean, they're teens now, but I still don't want to ruin it for them. Like, you got to keep the Christmas magic alive. Okay, so we are in Blue Horizon Turquoise for our next piece here. This is going to have the matrixing in kind of a brown matrix on this one, which is beautiful in its own way. It is going to be an unusual triangular capuchon, 8.8 carats, done in sterling silver with the oxidation in the sides to highlight the design. Your size here, about 3/4 of an inch from base to tip of the triangle there, so nicely done. Aimed towards the men, it's a slightly heavier style, but of course it's still going to be tapered at the back for comfort, so it's an everyday wearing piece. Incredible price on this one, so let's get to it. $169.99 minus 25% is going to get you to $127.49. But 5 budget pays on that, so we divide that by 5, which gets us to $25.50.
Yes.
Boom. So we have it in 9 and 10, no 11s, they sold out, 12, 13 and 14, and that is it.
Yep.
So that's a cool piece. If you want something to wear while you're watching, what was the show called? Turquoise
Fever.
Turquoise Fever. That's the piece that you can sit and wear while you're watching Turquoise Fever.
Of course.
Alright, so keeping it moving. Is this Marilani Mint Garnet?
It is Brazilian Mint Garnet.
Oh, Brazilian Mint Garnet.
Yes.
Okay. So this is a fun design, so let me bring this a little closer first.
Oh, I forgot to show the side profile of that turquoise.
Oh! Oh yeah, nicely done. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
So our mint garnet here has got the rhodium tip prongs in a kind of black colour, which is cute. Top down it looks like a round ring, but then when you sort of hold it to the side, you'll see it's actually slightly concave.
Yeah, a little inward dome.
Yeah, which just adds to the interest. You'll see as well that it's got all the little details that we like here at Shop I'll See, including that nicely finished out undergallery. That undergallery is important, and I always point it out because not everyone does that. It does 2 things. It keeps the ring centered on your finger, especially when it's actually the right size for you. Helps it just stay put and not swing around. It also stops you getting what I call tram lines on your finger, and that's when the top and the bottom edge of the ring leave an indentation. So what you want to do is have that undergallery, and it spreads out the pressure, which means you don't get a welt on your hand when you've been wearing your ring, which I'm personally always very annoyed about when I take my ring off and it leaves a dent. This one won't do that, so good news there. Even better news is the price point. So we're in Brazilian Mint Garnet. So Mint Garnet is found in the Marilani Hills, which is Tanzania, which is the same region where tanzanite is found, and it's also found in Brazil. This is the Brazilian material, which makes me think this could be one of the gemstones that Tony's brought in. Don't quote me on that. A lot of our gemstones do come from him, from our Brazilian collection. We're in vermeil, 18 karat gold vermeil of course, 1.6 carats of the mint garnet here. And this is going to be in variable sizes, which I like as well. We're going from 1.8 to 2.2 millimeter here. So you've got a little bit, 2.5 millimeter. So that variation in sizes just adds visual interest. I like that. I also like the price point. So let's get working on that for you. It is $169.99, but we're going to take off 25% for our code, live25. That is going to get us to $127.49. How many budget pays on this one?
There's 5.
So we're going to divide that by 5 for your budget pays, which gets you down to $25.50. Sound good? It is good.
That's a lunch on Uber Eats.
It is, yeah.
With all the fees and everything else.
Oh god. Yeah, you try and buy something worth $5 and Uber Eats is like, that'll be $25 please. You're like, why? So James says, beautiful ring. This ring has very beautiful stones and shine with brilliance. Love it. Worth the price. Okay, good. Ernest wrote in, said this is great. It goes well with my jade watch style. Okay, very nice. Mixing matching the colour there. Norberto, that's a cool name. Says very handsome ring. Perfect ring for a guy. The mint garnet's a really nice stone. It's the really unique, as it's lower in the centre, making it impossible for the stones to get caught in your clothes. That's a really good point.
That is a very good point.
And your stones won't get damaged if you bump your hand against something. I love it. Okay, so the concave design is not just for design, it's actually for practicality as well. Doesn't say that in our description, but our customers knew. They saw it, they knew. And you'll find that in the comments as well if you read through the reviews on each of the items. Like, our customers will tell you the ins and outs of everything. They don't hold anything back.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we've got 3 items to get to in about 10 minutes, so let's keep it rocking for a second. We will, of course, be back this afternoon. Are we doing under 100 this afternoon?
I believe it's over 500.
Oh, is it over 500?
Yeah, so we're looking at a lot of certified and appraised.
Okay.
We've got tanzanite, we got rubellite, more morganite. Let's see. Ooh, some tourmaline, some Zambian emerald, more aquamarine, some rubies. So we got some good stuff coming.
So we are back with the Fancy at 2 p.m. Central Time this afternoon with another 2-hour live stream.
Ooh, a trillion cut Wellow opal.
A trillion cut Wellow opal. Okay, you didn't normally get trillions. Is that the one that's in 10 karat gold?
14.
I think it might be a former TLB.
Really? There's a matching pendant with it too.
Huh.
Oh, we got some amylite.
Ooh, okay.
You got some good stuff coming up.
Yeah, we've got stuff for the ladies this afternoon primarily. So let's get to your next piece. So we are in not just emerald, but the bad boy of the emerald posse, the Colombian emerald. This is kind of the yardstick. This is the one that the other emeralds wish they looked like. It is a beautiful, vibrant color. It just leaps off the hand. That's the joy of a good emerald, is that you should see it coming. And this one really does announce its presence. That is surrounded by a halo of white zircon. We are once again in 18 karat gold from May. Can I see the stone breakdown for the size of that center stone?
Of course.
So your emerald is going to be a 30 pointer. That is a 5x4. And then you've got 19 points of natural white zircon there. So a nice combination. I'm loving the, almost looks like quilting in the shoulders there. That's a nice little bit of detail. It is a men's ring, but it's not a flashy, huge men's ring. It is a smaller piece. Perfect if you don't like too much. If you like an understated look, this is the one for you. The price point is also pretty much understated, so let's get working on that for you. We're at $169.99. Minus your 25%, gets you to $127. And how many budget pays?
There's 5.
Divide that by 5 budget pays. Again, $25.50 for a gold from a ring with white zircon and premium Colombian emeralds. I mean, how cool is it going to be to be able to say to your husband, your partner, your son, that special someone, oh, they got you a Colombian ring for Christmas. Colombian emerald ring. Like, what? That's insane. Buy it now, put it on budget pay, and you can be paid off by the day itself. That's the way to do it.
Yep.
Okay, ring or watch next?
Let's do the watch, because I will let me throw up not throw up, but yeah.
Let me just throw it real quick.
Let me scan in this London Blue Topaz real quick, just to show we got a London Blue Topaz with white zircon.
Blue, that is a Dan Dennis famous favorite right there.
It is, and we've got this one in a 10, 12, and a 14.
Price?
Huh?
Price? Because it's $119.
$119. Hold on. I'm juggling little things here. See, $119.
I think that $89.99.
There we go. And there's 5 budget pay on that.
5 budget pays. Divide that by 5. $17.99.
And we also have it in a Swiss Blue Topaz. If you don't like the London Blue,
Swiss Blue. Or London Blue. Very nice. Okay.
And the London Blue, we got it in a 10 all the way to a 14.
Okay.
All right. Speed round.
So let's take a look at your watch. So this one is a Gamages of London watch. Gamages used to be a department store in the UK. They were known for making really nice watches. The department store is sadly no longer, but somebody saw the value in the name on the watches because they were always such a popular product. So now the watches live on, even though the department store no longer does. So a little bit about the story of the brand right there. This piece, first of all, I love the box. Presuming that's a faux leather case. I'm only assuming that, I'm not sure. Because that is actually going to be a real leather strap that we've got here. So this is a hand-assembled watch. I mean, that phrase alone should have the price point going wild. This is going to be a military sports automatic movement watch. So by automatic movement, it means that it's going to be self-winding. It's not going to be something that you have to keep fiddling around with. What have we got on the back here? So we are 3 meter water resistant here. So same deal as the last one. You can wash up, you can do things like that in this piece. You're not going to go diving in this one because look how beautiful it is. This is a dress watch. So we're having the kind of Cartier style screw heads design on the bezel here. Then you have a sweeping second hand. You have some dials going on here. You have the month, you have the day of the week, and you have, I believe that's a stopwatch right there. You're going to have the date highlighted with its own little magnifier going on there.
Good. How's that?
Oh, perfect, yeah.
So, like, how if I just blow up the photo?
The date is magnified, which is good news. You have your seconds around the edge for when you're using it as a timer function. This one,
I think that's the stopwatch.
Stopwatch there. You've got days of the week here, and you've got the month there. So yeah, you have date, day, month. Awesome. So let's get the ruler out and give you some sizing here, because that matters. Is that in shot for both of you? No. Okay, so I'll do this individually. So.
Which one are you going to go to first?
This one, with the green.
Alright, that will be this one.
Okay. So showing you the bezel in inches first, and then flipping it over for the millimeters for the watch fans. So good sizing on this one. Let's bring this into shot for the other one. And then I've got 2 cameras here, so if there's nothing on screen right now, it's because I'm showing the other people. So we're simultaneously on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Shop.LC at the same time.
Yes.
A little bit more depth to the watch face itself here. And that, so this doesn't turn. Okay. That almost looks like it should turn. We've got the crown here and then 2 buttons on the side. So that's going to give you access to all your features here. And of course, this is going to be a real leather watch. This feels expensive. Like, that's the first thing I can tell you about this, is how expensive it feels. There they go, messing with the door again.
Yeah. No. Maybe. Oh, it's Terry. She's coming in.
So this one is going to be a buckle strap. So for once, I can actually do it up tight enough to wear without it spinning around on my wrist as I talk to you.
No, while you're doing that, I just want to let everyone know we also carry this in a nice blue.
Ooh, let me see that. Oh, that's pretty.
And then red.
Oh. So is that iron plating on the
on the blue one? Let's double check.
Yeah, that's
yes,
gold ion plating, 45 millimeter.
Red,
rose
it's
gold
ion plating.
It's a nice piece. I've forgotten the name of the. So there's 2 of the little loops that keep the watch strap like tucked away, and they have a name. They have a very specific name, and I always forget what it's called.
Sean would know.
Sean would know. I know that the little pointy bit on the buckle is called a tang. That's like I'm learning my watch jargon, and those little loops that keep the strap in place have a very specific name. I think they're called keepers. Sean would know. Where is Sean Wilson when you need him?
I know.
But yeah, that is a really, really nice piece.
Yeah.
Did we do the price?
Let's
do that, because we are out of time.
Yep.
So $139.99. There is a fly in here that's
I
driving me
know.
wild.
He's been flying around you and then flying around me and then flying around you.
$139.
One of Tom's little
Yeah. Where is our electrocuting tennis racket? $139.99 minus your 25% with your discount code takes you all the way down to $104.99, and then you've got 5 budget pays, which is going to take you to $20.99.
Yep.
Boom. Mic drop of a deal.
Alright, there were 2 more items. I didn't put it out, but I am going to scan them in real quick.
Okay. A few more goodies coming up. We've got some terahertz.
There was a terahertz necklace.
Okay.
And then there was a matching bracelet. Like I said, I'm just going to pop them up so you can look at them later.
Okay, if you're watching on our social media channels, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, and then your platform will ping you when we go live again, which is going to be at 2 p.m. this afternoon, a couple of hours time. We are going to be bringing you some high-end fabulousness, more aimed at the ladies this time because we did the gents this morning. You can follow me on social media, on Facebook. You can find me under Heather Chambers Shop LC Host. It has to be all those words. And you'll find my profile on there. I'm also on Instagram and other social media under @NewsAndHeather. And of course, don't forget to follow this Facebook page, the Shop LC Facebook page as well. That's it from me for now. Thank you for shopping. Don't forget to check out your baskets and walk them all the way through to completion. I'll see you guys in a couple of hours.
Don't take it off yet, because I need to take a photo.
Okay.
So let me just